Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron for Millennium Dawn with me, Alpha Pi Omega, and Ukraine. So in the last episode, United States of Europe were formed and we sent our units to Iran, where they're fighting with the rebels from Kurdistan. Now, realistically, in the real world, not 100%, but I support Kurdistan and the right of Kurds to have their own nation. But in the game, the one that I would really prefer was Iran with the Western outlook, because that is much closer to my political thinking than anything else. So our units are now, well, not desperate to trying, but they are going to try to join into the fight. Well, we can throw in some units, and we are now, so they're gonna gain a bit of experience. They are fairly well armored, so not that many casualties will be had, and they're actually doing pretty well in this combat, so we might see a pretty good chance of us winning, and I guess that even experience will be increased. This is mainly to improve our units and test them out, see how they're gonna go and what we can do. As far as production goes, we have scheduled a number of extra factories for everything that we have, pretty much for the main battle force that we have, which should be coming sooner or later. You can see that we are doing fine there. And another news, asteroid mining profits will come. It's going to be the first time we actually gain something from asteroid mining, so I'm interested in seeing what it's going to be. As far as trade goes, we managed to stabilize our situation a bit in Australia by the use of our agents. And we are 8 is, right? Yeah, 8 is the maximum. And we are trying to get a bit more from United States as well. I'm thinking of going with Argentina next and see if we can steal some trade from other nations. That would be pretty good. So let's invest a factory into that and see if we can eventually increase our income from there. I think that might be a good idea. Not much we can do anywhere else though. But we managed to get a bit better as far as resource gathering goes by just spending insane amount of factories on imports. Okay, our units have stopped the attack, unfortunately. Actually, you know what we can do? We can expand the border here. Oh, wait. Let's do it this way. What the hell, game? I really don't like you sometimes. Let's do it like this. And have an offensive line like this. We'll let them plan it out and then launch the attack once they are ready. Because we'd like them to continue with this attack all the possible time to gain maximum experience. That red effect that was here was really weird. I have no idea what it was. And there is a problem with the railway here. Okay, that's just a visual bug. But it looks like there is no connection here. Same here, damn. Okay. Wow, okay, the game is having a seizure when it comes to railways. Let's ignore that for now. Diplomatic training has been done. Awesome. Let's go with another one and wait to see. Diplomatic training. Control trade mission effect will be increased and diplomatic pressure mission effect will be increased. So let's see if this gives us additional. No. So that just increases the base increase. Well, fine. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. So you will join the 4th Moto-Mechanized Army. And that's it, we're done with recruitment. At least for now. So we can keep it like that. Once we actually get enough utility vehicles which should take around a year. Then we can start training another mechanized army. But that one might be actually completely motorized, because it's just going to be there to go against the enemy. You know, it's the thing that we actually already discussed. There's not a big issue there. Nothing really all that new. You guys are almost ready here. 28, yeah. Risky. Inferior enemy division still preparing. So we're gonna give you a couple more days and then we'll see what the effect is going to be. How much longer? 5 days. I'm really interested. And can we increase our influence in Libya? Actually we can. 68%. It jumped up. I think that might be because of the United States of Europe. Though, you know, really, as they have a non-aligned outlook, I don't think we can do anything. We would need, but you know, we can do a coup again in the hopes that the next government is going to be slightly more pro-us, and then see how it's gonna go. Last time we were really lucky with everything, so... Well, you guys can launch the attack. Profits from asteroid mining. The latest shipment from our asteroid mining operation have come in and have generated many revenues. These shipments include platinum, gold, and silver. Putting the revenues to good use would be wise. Okay, 4 billion. So that gives you cash? I was really hoping that it would increase our income. I know that we can expand our operation and that gives us additional effects. We have a chance to gain extra production. Well, let's try it. I'll just keep spamming that to see if things are going to be getting better or not. And based on that, we're gonna decide. Let's release more industrial complexes. That is really dropping our treasury though. We're gonna be at 0.2 billion now. But I mean, fine, that is good. Spreading influence. Influence actions, 25%. And yes, we're getting the next spy. Good. So you're increasing the pressure here. Does that work? Not really. Not yet and not really, but... What's our influence? 644 and... Wait, we already have the highest trade influence. So why is it not going to? That's a bit weird. That is a bit weird. Diplomatic pressure. Well, we're gonna send another of our agents here. I'd like to do the boost ideology there, though. It doesn't even show us that it's doing something, but I think there's going to be like a negligible little effect behind the scenes. Like something like 0.05 or something like that. That would make sense. I don't think it can be without an effect. It's going to have an effect. It's just about how much of it we'll have. Okay, pretty happy with how the... Oh, we're even resumed to the work on the Kherson class. I completely killed that project in my mind. That has not happening. It has been there for ages doing nothing. So Iranian volunteers, how are you doing? You're gaining quite a lot of experience. And I don't think you're getting any real casualties. No, actually you are. But experience is being pretty well distributed. So these units are going to be really good. You're defending. Interesting. So this is basically a training field for our units now. That's awesome. So spread more influence in the beautiful Libyan territory and look and trade a bit more. Nothing really. Convoys. Well, we're producing more convoys, and that is good. Now, actually, can we see... oh god, yes, this is bad. That means that the moment we declare war on Russia, we are going to lose the ability to get any convoys. I mean, seriously, there's literally no access to sea for us. Okay, yeah, look at that. The debt rate of Russia is increasing its interest rate. While we might see a crisis in Russia pop up, if that happens, I am on it. I mean, if there's a civil war in Russia, we are just going in. No questions asked. Okay, what did we finish here? Personal defense weapons, 2. Personal defense weapons are widely used with our special forces to allow for quicker reaction time in close quarters environment while also being special issue for those units. So extra soft attack and reconnaissance for our special units. We can go with modern special forces next. Additional training allows our special forces to gain a leg up against our opponent. Increases division training time, but further organization and reconnaissance. Okay, plus 10 organization is huge. That is massive. Organization is already pretty high, 66.8. Okay, let's see. Do we have anyone that could help? Anything? Nope. Ruslana Shvets. Linguist. Well, let's have Alexander. And this poor guy is gonna be sent out to Moscow and captured immediately. I can just feel it in my bones. Consolidation. We could do a Baltic Black Sea idea. Well, there's no one to take that idea anyway. Now, you guys actually asked if construction engineering would be useful. I think that at this point it might be a bit useful, but as you can see, we are using all of our influence to gain a foothold in Libya. So that's where I am going to head from now on. 4.48 is actually really, really sweet. Really, really sweet. Oh, nice. Okay, our units are starting to gain a foothold. And we finished the Mil 26 Halo. I actually don't know if this one is a real helicopter or not. I think it might be, because that's a very old technology. MiG-38, that also I think is a real one. Look at that beautiful, beautiful bird. Defense 6, breakthrough 7, heart attack 6, reliability 91.3, speed 60. So you are the bird that we're going to use in our special units. That's going to require quite a lot of reorganization of our production though. Okay, we have an additional factory working on the aircraft. Awesome. 290. I think we might be able to deploy a new unit of aircraft. Yeah, 143. So, for the Mark II. Wait, you are actually not doing that, right? How does that work? Because I know that they will replace all of them at once. That's how it works, right? No, so... Oh, you're replacing them. Okay, so the Ukra one is the one that we're using. Okay, gotcha. So that still means that we could deploy them and have them train. So why would that make sense? There's only so many. Actually, you know what I could do? I could just increase multi-role. No, that's actually okay. Which aircraft? Those are strike craft, right? So that would be you. Air superiority, air superiority, air superiority. Okay, so you can increase by 10. Yep, okay, that's a bit better. And we can deploy one more. Let's deploy it here in Kiev. Are they here? So for the Mark II. So let's put. Wait, what? That's a wrong airplane. That's a wrong. That is a wrong airplane game. Or is it here? Okay, and no. 90. Okay, like this, and you guys can rail. Deploy and okay. And what did we finish? That was the digital camouflage, wasn't it? Yep. Personal multispectral camouflage. Multispectral camouflage refers to camouflage techniques that are used to hide objects from infrared or radar-based detection. For individual soldiers, this has mainly been available in the form ghillie suits, which are impractical in most combat situations. With modern materials, effective infrared shielding coating and materials can be applied to the battle dress of every soldier. This is all ahead of time. So is this one. So yeah, we're done here with the exception of the modern special forces. Cool. So let's move to vehicles. We're done here. Let's move to artillery. Yes, we can do this one. Multiple round simultaneous impact. Extra heart attack for all of our units. An upgraded process with higher end components allowing for simultaneous engagement of enemy targets. Do that, and the modern 3D printing is going to be done next, which we are actually going to use later. Okay, so advances in 3D printing have allowed us to swap out the materials to be stronger and more efficient. Again, we're going to use this later because it increases the production efficiency base, especially once we start producing the helicopters. It's going to be the big one. But here we're going to go with the 3D printed nanofibers. Extra 5% output of factories, production efficiency based cap, retention, and naval yard output. That is a good technology right there. 3D printed nanofibers. It all sounds like sci-fi to me, but I guess that these technologies have been around for a while now. Considering Niger has attacked or influenced those bastards. Those bastards. We were almost at our target. Well, 10% behind it, but still. So how are the Iranian volunteers doing? Okay, we're increasing our experience here. Problems with supplies are plaguing us. But it looks like we are... Yeah, we're slowly winning. Yeah, we got this territory. So they should be... Actually, yeah, they are out of supply. So this pocket is going to drop. Let's negotiate with the rioters. That is the good thing to do. And yeah, that actually took away our political power. So we now should have waited a couple of days before I replied. It wouldn't hurt me at all and would go a long way. We would save quite a lot of political power on that. So next, the guns will be done. And for we see 47. How many of these small arms do we have? 42,000. Jesus. 56 diamonds. You stole a lot of weapons. And for that, 18. Okay, and what can we do? These industrial complexes? Or which one are you offering to me? Expand our operations, summoning equipment. Okay, diplomatic training, which is useless as we found out actually. Recognize Nouri al-Maliki's government in Iraq. No. So is there like a civil war in Iraq, or what the hell is going on? Wait, Nouri al-Maliki is in Iraq. But I see only one. No, wait, there is another one here. Emerging outlook, Western outlook. No. We're not gonna recognize anyone. We will keep it the way it is. And here we can go with expanding our operations. I'm not sure, is there any effect? I don't see anything happening really. Well, we can keep going. There's not much else we can do. But the special forces are getting a very good lesson in combat. These guys are gonna be, yeah, they're 75%, so they're gonna get to elite soon. Yeah, it's us. Enemy or superiority. How much of that is there? I don't see it affecting us at all. We are reducing the enemy air superiority by 20%. So I guess they don't have that many. Can we check it without Air Force in the place? Enemy 50, okay. So we just see a bit. I could send... Yeah, I could send some of those units that we have, the Air Force. How much could we send? That is a question that I'm going to answer right now. Oh, okay, we can't. So we're locked. Good, I should have sent that immediately. Never mind. Well guys, you have your anti-air, so you do what you must. And we'll do what we can. Yep, and we are slowly bleeding on money. Considering, well, with more factories, we're gonna be fine. Haven't really progressed with this. I hope that there is some kind of bonus at the end, like increased chance or something. Overseas Recruitment Center. Military Department. Oh, let's continue. We're gonna spend those factories on it. More agents mean we can get eventually more information about Russia. Not that it would change much. Well, division template list. That's great. No information. Well, thank you, game. I know that they have units. That is not new information for me, but... Oh, well. Some mining equipment. It seems like we're getting some kind of effect. No, I'm unable to find it. Okay, you are pissing me off. Why are you screwing me over? You no longer are. Okay, wait. To us, 162. Russia is the highest one. Okay, if we send you there. Where is Cape Town? Okay, that's considered one. So we're gonna send you there, and you're gonna increase the diplomatic pressure. That means that we will get all of it, and there will be no more disruptions. Light metals, huh? Well, let's get those, because those are actually kind of important. I think that our airplanes are using those. IFVs, TGMs, I don't really care about you guys. You can be at reduced speed, but the airplanes need that. And the rest, look, only 3,485 are now needed. That means we have 1,554 in stockpile. Okay, that is much better if we start with the motorization. That is gonna have way more of an effect. So Iranian volunteers, what's your status? We're winning. Good. Yeah, because these units are moving from area to area, and they're being, unless they aren't, at which point it's useless. Why are you here? No, I think we can just keep attacking there. That way the units will not have anywhere to retreat to and from. Oh, I guess you are attacking actually. You were almost at 0 organization. Well, still, this is working pretty well. Our units are now trained, so they're not getting any penalties. They are fully supplied, and these guys are going to move from regular higher very soon. So the mission that we actually set with is working. 181 days before we get the helicopters. That is going to be a big change for our military plans. Let's let us do one thing. Let us do one thing, and that is check the production and check what we would do with these helicopters. That's the old one, isn't it? Yep, that's not an actual one. We need this one. And we cannot do anything with that one. Okay, so then you're actually fine. The Mi-26 Halo, we're gonna have to stick with what the game offers us, which I believe will at this point be even higher. Yeah, look at that, the numbers went up pretty significantly. 579 defense, breakthrough, small arms, the 600 helicopters is gonna be a pain. But yeah, we can start pulling away from you. Because we no longer need that production. We actually are producing to stockpile. And I don't think we need more tanks. How many do we have? 174 in reserve already. So I think at this point it would be realistic. Actually, no. Let's keep it there. We're gonna pull 2 or 3 factories away from the tanks once we get the helicopters. So those are gonna move. That is a reasonable task. Yeah, we're gonna keep producing the recon tanks though, because we need those in reserve. And you know, these tanks falling into reserve at a rate of 3.16 per day are also going to be useful during the fight. That is basically the core of our attack force. So having them there is not going to be anything that would hurt us. I mean, the first heavy army is using number of tanks and tank divisions. So any hits that we're going to take into these divisions are going to be major for us. So yeah, 210. We have tons of deployed tanks. Actually, comparison time. Yup, Russia is heading towards a debt crisis pretty quickly. Good. Good, that is amazing. But they increased their army. Crap. That's not what I wanted to see. They increased their army, and they also increased their factories, but well, if they increase their army and they're heading for a debt crisis, we are kinda okay. Their deployed force is going to be somewhere around, exactly about 500,000 now, so about 144k lower than ours. Now let's see, Libya. 69, okay. Spread our influence everywhere over them. 72. Yeah, we'll have to attempt a coup next, because we need to change their government from non-aligned. Conservatives, Western, yeah, these are non-aligned. Nationalist. Yeah, we would need to increase. We would need to increase the popularity of the ideology, which is a possibility, but not a given. Slovakia is preparing for new elections. Cool. But you were like nationalists, right? Yeah, nationalists with this guy. I will never get that. If you guys want to have a good laugh, Google him. I mean, that's such... He's not even an asshole, he's just dumb. And the things that he says... Okay. I can actually send you here. United States of Europe want to invest into our territory. I'm fine with that. Strike while the coal is hot and destroy the enemies. Yep, they're in low supply and they're gonna be eliminated. Yep. So our units are eliminating them. Yep, we're gonna take this territory. 2 units are trained, 2 units are regular. That is decent. Insufficient intel to provide unit details. Yep, we're already winning. Nice. And our general is getting experience as well. That is the reason why we send him there. He is not getting enough though. He's not going to be able to learn anything from this by the end of the fight, but you know, still better than nothing. Okay, you are actually still alive and free. I'm kind of surprised by that. 35 from decryption from Intel network 2%. Diplomatic training, more of it. So we get the hidden listening devices. Targeted sabotage. Coordinated strike effectiveness, steal blueprints, suicide pills, psychological warfare. Now we're gonna still continue with this one because I like it and I want to have the ability to pressure nations into sending me the resources. Okay, this is good. And what about here? Anyone can provide me with more? Nope, not really. But United States are now providing me already more, so that is good. Still, though, we would need even more. Fortunately, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Okay, so let's finish this episode by watching the elimination of these poor guys in here. Lieutenant General Nadir Najafi. Okay, so our units have not been the ones to take this territory, but they have participated in the fight. And I think we can now move towards Erbil and plan the operation there. So that's going to be continued in the next episode. We are going to fight here and see if we can progress from there. There's actually a fight already going on there. Wow, they're actually attacking us, aren't they? Yeah. Well, we'll let the units prepare and then we're gonna attack Erbil and hope that we can take it. As far as Ukraine goes, I'm happy with what we've done. We increased our production by 2 factories. We got plans to move production from tanks into helicopters because we already have enough tanks in reserve, so we can spare some production here. Our utility vehicles, we produced like 3,000 of those in this episode. That's just insane. We're producing so many. But that's going to be the core of our invasion army, so we need to have that up and running. Where we need to put more production is into the command equipment. We're missing 9,062. We're phasing out quite a lot, so I believe, yeah, we have like 2,000 in reserve. But we need our units at top-notch quality, so this will be the focus once we're done with weapons. And the rest is just chugging along nicely. Like, this will be about 700 days till we finish the upgrades of the IFVs. It's going to be about 1,000 days till we get the APCs. So, yeah, this is looking pretty good. And something's happening with the trade again. unfortunately, but you know, that's always gonna happen. What are you gonna do? Jesus, I shouldn't have looked at that.